The Great Gatsby Learning Activity. Hi, welcome to my learning activity. For this assignment, I built a fully functional prototype of a student-paced Gatsby unit. 5 chunks with one focused task each day. The design fosters independence, concise evidence use, and ethical online interaction, aligning with ISTE Educator 6 and the corresponding student standards. Assignment fit and goals. This prototype's design aligns with option 1 and is fully interactive, with selective animations and Art-Deco and green light motifs to immerse students in Gatsby's world and reinforce the novel's symbolism. Students work at their own pace, complete one focused task per chunk, and practice responsible digital behaviors, like citations, respectful interaction, and transparent AI use. This creative, multimodal approach supports ISTE Educator 6 standards, such as 6A ownership, 6B routines, and 6D creativity. Additionally, it supports ISTE Student 1.1, 1.2, and 1.6 standards. ISTE Educator 6. Here's how this activity maps to ISTE 6. For 6A, students own the pace, one focused task each day. For 6B, I keep the text simple with clear routines and slight norms. For 6C, they practice claim and evidence thinking and unpack symbols. And for 6D, they get creative by turning ideas into visuals with the drawing task. ISTE students and outcomes. Students become empowered learners, construct knowledge with cited evidence, and communicate creatively. The lesson addresses design, facilitation, ethical use, assessment, and communication outcomes. Structure and chunking. I split the entire book into 5 equal page ranges. Each day has exactly one task to reduce overload and focus thinking. Each section offers a variety of tasks such as checks, analysis, argument, visual symbolism, and a final reflection. True or false checks. The first chunk or section of the book builds baseline comprehension. Students answer 3 true or false questions about the narrator's reliability, the X, and class signals. All of this while practicing page citations, even in quick checks. Formative use. Since Pear Deck doesn't provide automatic correct or incorrect checks, the instructor can reveal a concise answer key for whole class clarity. Then use the teacher dashboard to examine each student's choices. Next, it can be followed up with an individual feedback noting where reasoning went off track and pointing students back to specific pages. This keeps the activity student-paced while still giving targeted guidance. Short analysis. In the second section, students write a concise paragraph on how color or setting signals wealth or moral decay. One piece of evidence with a page citation. This builds precision and ethical source use. Claims and evidence. In this section, students read the next chunk and develop a concise argument about motivation. They choose Gatsby, Daisy, Nick, Tom, or Jordan and back their claim with 2 connected pieces of textual evidence. Keeping it to one student-paced task sharpens analysis and leaves room for genuine reflection. Draw a symbol. To reinforce learning through a more creative modality and boost engagement, this prompt is visual only. Students illustrate a key symbol from the section. Visual synthesis strengthens recall and reinterpretation by engaging different pathways than writing. Pear Deck Draw supports focused visual responses, so we keep this slide illustration only and discuss meanings briefly during debrief or in the next tasks. Final reflection. This last interaction moves students from recall to synthesis by writing a 5 or 7 sentence reflection that ties symbols to the American dream and citing a short quote. Students construct evidence-based meaning and take ownership of their thinking. Posting in Google Classroom makes learning visible, and the tag replies scaffold respectful, specific peer dialogue. This directly supports digital citizenship and aligns with ISTE Educator 6 standards and 1.1 Empower Learner, 1.2 Digital Citizen, 1.3 Knowledge Constructor, and 1.6 Creative Communicator. Digital citizenship. Citing page numbers, keeping quotes short, and paraphrasing correctly model respect for intellectual property and academic integrity. Requiring kind, specific comments establishes safe, respectful online communication norms. Having students disclose any AI assistance and verify ideas against the text teaches transparency, critical evaluation of digital tools, and responsible AI use. All of these are core elements of digital citizenship, ISTE Standards Student 1.2 and 1.3. Assessment Plan. Assessment is lightweight but consistent. Daily 10 points for completion or accuracy, evidence, and clarity. Final reflection is 20 points, including the quality of peer feedback. Universal design for learning and workflow. The design maintains accessibility with high contrast, alt text for visuals, and sentence starters. The flow is simple. Slides with Pear Deck interactions, student-paced link for autonomy, and a final classroom discussion for visibility. Final reflection. Across 5 chunks, students work independently, cite ethically, and communicate creatively. I close by checking the dashboard to plan a quick follow-up mini lesson. This is all for now. Thank you so much for watching this lesson plan. See you soon!